Oh, check it out. I never knew they had accordions in Brazil. Wow. All right, everybody. Today we are on a walking tour throughout downtown Rio. We've got lots of historical sites to check out and things to learn, and we are being guided by our friends from Rio for Fun. So big brigado to Guilherme and Rafa. They are top quality tour guides as well as YouTubers here in Rio. So make sure you stay tuned to see all of the wacky stuff we get up to.
Okay, let's go!
And so our tour today starts in a place called Lapa at the Selaron steps, which is a very unique tourist attraction with an interesting backstory. And so the story goes, there was a man named Selaron who you can see here, and he was an artist who began putting these tiles all along this outdoor staircase. His favorite color was red. You can see tons of red tiles, as well as paintings and artwork that he came up with. And my understanding is it was not an immediate love that the people of Lapa had for this staircase, but eventually tourists who would go abroad and come back to Brazil would bring him tiles, as well as international tourists who were visiting Brazil would bring tiles to sort of help add to the beautiful mosaic that is the Selaron steps. And so we found tiles from seemingly every country, including my home and native land.
From Canada.
Shout out! Shout out! What's this one?
Peru.
Peru. Awesome. And it really goes on and on and on.
So cool.
Tons of tiles and tons of tourists. And so the Selaron steps are insanely popular nowadays, and there are tourists everywhere getting their Instagram photos. But what was really interesting was Guilherme actually knew Selaron personally. So way before the steps were so popular, Guilherme was able to donate 2 tiles.
And this one in Honolulu airport.
That's
Yeah,
so cool.
like 14 years ago, I was not into tiles, so I didn't know exactly like where to get tiles. Now I kind of like know the good places to buy tiles. So as you can see, I bought it like really commercial ones.
Wow.
But he was so happy, man, because it's the only tile from Hollywood and Hawaii.
Wow.
You know?
Good job.
Yes.
Good
That was
job.
14 years ago.
14 years ago, Hollywood and Hawaii. And so in the end, Guilherme did mention he wishes he got a more interesting or a less commercial tile, but I think he did a great job to contribute to what is honestly a really unique tourist attraction. And I will admit that as we were leaving Selaron steps and exploring some of downtown Rio, I felt surprised that I enjoyed going to the steps so much, because my expectation was it's a staircase with some tiles. Seems sort of underwhelming, but being there was quite worth it, and I would absolutely recommend the Selaron steps. And so as we kept walking away, I looked at my watch and I realized it was boteco o'clock. All right, Saúde, everybody. Stella Artois, best beer ever made. And I will say, I love this little boteco. Tiny little place in here. You can hear how loud it is. A couple people eating, and I love these little hangouts, these little botecos. They're selling everything here. Booze, food, cigarettes, and even Gillette razors. Even Gillette razors. Lots of action. Lots of action. Tá bom?
Tá bom, let's go. Let's eat the cow's tongue.
Cow's tongue.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. A true food vlogger. We just finished eating, and you're eating again.
Yeah, let's do it, man. I'm always hungry. I'm the ferocious eater.
Ferocious.
Ferocious eater.
You're right. You're right about that.
Okay.
Pause. Sorry, everybody, but if you're looking for the review of the beef tongue, you'll have to wait for a future video, because Ivana and I have decided to make an entire food vlog of the food we ate on the tour with Guilherme and Rafa. When Guilherme says he is a ferocious eater, he absolutely means it. We ate everything in sight over the course of the day. So Guilherme really knows all the local spots in Rio, and he also knows so much of the history, which was really eye-opening and interesting for us. So Ivana and I knew that Rio de Janeiro was once the capital of Brazil. What we did not know was it was also the capital of Portugal at one point. So the only city outside of Europe to be a European capital, because there was wars going on in Europe, and Portugal decided to move the capital to a safer location. So Rio is really a city rich with history, and one of the highlights of the tour for me was visiting this library, which in fact has more Portuguese language books than any building outside of Portugal. And there are tons of books in here from the 1600s or even the 1500s. So it's got the energy inside of it, almost like you're inside of a church. It really feels like a historical, and it's got some sort of aura to it where it just feels important and respectful, and everyone's being quiet and sort of admiring this incredible library that's obviously super significant in history. Wow. I've never been to a street market type place before where there's speakers on strings over top of the street. There's a speaker and they're all the way down, and it sounds like they're playing advertisements. What's the speaker saying?
Yeah, they're playing advertisements, and also they kind of like announce the deals of the shops, you know, like, hey, today's Friday, 1 for 3, 2 for 5, things like that, you know? Yeah, advertisement. Yeah,
it's pretty smart because it's the whole way down, it seems, and everyone can kind of hear the deals and maybe spend some more money. Good advertising, very clever. And just like any good market, it seems like you can buy anything and everything here, and it seems to be really affordable. So back there was bathing suits for 10 reais, which is less than $2 American.
Yeah. Buddy, speedo for you?
Did you do some exercise first?
No, not because of that. Usually Brazilian people and Italian people wear speedo. Americans and Canadians, when they look at Brazilians wearing speedo on the beach,
Do you wear Speedo?
I wear only under my trunk. Like today, look. Speedo. Speedo.
Same. I wear under the trunk.
Okay.
Look, it's a joke. Wear
Yes.
whatever you feel from joke.
Of course. And so, huge brigado to Guilherme and Rafa from Rio for fun. We had tons of fun with them. Please check out their YouTube channel and their tour guide services because you will not regret it. And stay tuned for that food vlog. Should be one of many coming from Rio. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next one.